South Koreans, you gotta love them. This is KimDracula. Please help us grow. Just like and hit the subscribe button and hit the bell if you want to get notifications of new videos. Thank you. I appreciate a lot doing that. Thank you. Hi my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to KimDracula's review of HellBound. HellBound is an adaptation of a comic book called HellBound. But I think it's like what they did with Preacher. Yeah, I think the comics are not that related to the TV series. Because there are some comic called HellBound and there are the TV series HellBound, and they don't necessarily have to do the same story, and the characters' arcs are not the same like what they did with Preacher. That to me was a masterpiece because I love Preacher. Preacher was actually my first experience with comic books, so was way back. But anyway, I'm here to talk about HellBound. HellBound is a new South Korean, but there's a lot of South Korean TV series. I'm saying new because this one is going to be, to me, is going to be as relevant as Squid Game. Squid Game was to some people the first experience they had with South Korean cinema, but I do have a lot of experience with South Korean, especially horror movies, since I was a kid. I always said, if you want to see a good horror story, go watch a South Korean movie for the story. If you want to see special effects, go see Hollywood. That I wouldn't recommend. Anyway, HellBound has these really interesting creatures that you can see in the back. They are like some kind of enforcers of heaven or hell. I would say hell because it's a kind of not a Shinigami. For you people who know anime, it's a god of death, but the entity that comes to warn people that they're going to die in about X days at 12 o'clock, for example. That happens with a woman on the first episode. It's an entity, and then these three creatures come and they beat the shit out of the person that was punished by this entity, and they beat him up, and then they scorch him, just leaving like ashes, the torso, the cranium, and then they just disappear. They go to some other dimension and I think they take the soul of the person as well to go to hell. And then we have in the first episode some characters that we can see. They're going to be the most important. We're going to see this guy that's a really smart guy, that he used to be a foster kid, but then he just wanted to die, and then he had an experience. When he was 20, they gave him some money to leave the foster home, and then he went to Nepal, and he saw the three creatures punishing someone, and he said, you know what, I'm not going to do suicide anymore. I'm going to not preach, but I'm going to enforce, like they do, like trying to enforce and trying to enlighten people to do the right thing. Not as a cult, because the word, I think I don't remember, I'm sorry, the group, let's say, that I think is the word of truth, and he's doing this peacefully. He's doing lectures and saying people to do the right thing, not to go to hell. And then there is this other crazy cult that has this crazy guy with strobe lights, all neon face. Like it's really funny. It has that humorous component as well, like most of South Korean TV series do as well. I think he's gonna team up with a police investigator. That they have this kind of first head to head when they meet, because the police investigator realizes that his daughter is following him as well, and he knows the detective story. So when the police officer tried to pin him, saying he's the cult of leader, because how can you think this is God's work? And then he says to him, and what about you? How do you feel? Because I know your wife was killed, and the perpetrator is already released. He served 6 years, and then he asked him, "Can we talk to you?" And he was like, "Yeah, I'm going to have an interview. If you want to follow me, I'll answer your questions." That's how we know the experience he had. And then we see this woman that seems quite innocent, and she goes, and the kids, she has a little boy and a little girl. They're meeting a surprise birthday party, and then that's when the entity comes. I don't know if it's God himself or a Shinigami, saying she's going to die in 5 days at noon. So I think what's going to happen is that she's going to ask for help, and they're going to team up. And because they need to team up against some crazy cult that's doing what the three entities are doing, but by their hands, because they're actually a cult called the Harrows. Harrows as in a Flash Harrow. And they beat up people when they know they have done wrong things. So they punish them, and then they post the videos like on Instagram and YouTube. It's some sick shit. They show this video where they have this guy blindfolded, and he's gagged, and they are beating him up with baseball bats and shit. So I guess so this is why I'm telling you guys you're gonna love this one, because also it has great cliffhangers, so you're not gonna want to just watch one episode and that's it. I think you really want to see the all season. That's what I'm going to do tonight, because today I had to wake up early, so I couldn't. But tonight I'm going to binge the fuck out of HellBound. HellBound on the Netflix. That's it. So thanks for watching. Once again, please hit the like and subscribe button, and the bell button for notifications when I do some new videos. I'll do maybe 1-2 a week, and it would mean the world to us, to help with the algorithm, to spread our message. I'm not in a cult. This is not a cult, okay? That would go against all the thing I've been talking about of HellBound. We are not a cult, but please do subscribe to our cult.